Hello, my dear Cancerians. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to your reading. We're starting off really calm. I don't know where it's going to go. So, kind of learned that this new moon in Gemini is just like making these readings really fast and intense for me. Like the amount of information coming through is really a lot. So I'm going to try to really come into your energy, Cancer. Just bathe me in your emotions and your feelings. Just like, yeah, there's just, it feels like there's just so much air energy right now. It's really intense. So this is your blind spot. Let's see what we get. Cancer's blind spot. I like that. Interesting. Angel of Balance and Walking Away. I love this walking away card because it also means you're walking towards something, right? It's kind of a little bit like the Death and Rebirth card, like something ends so that something can begin. So with the Angel of Balance, you may have been contemplating balancing aspects of yourself and your life. And in doing that, it's setting a course for you here. Like where you want to go, where you want to take it. Oh, look at that. The bottom is the door to spirit. That's kind of neat because we have the door to spirit. And, you know, what do you think when we think of like an angel, like a spirit or spirit guide or some sort of thing like that, right? And you have this Angel of Balance. And then the walking away, she's going through a gate, which is also going through a door. Like I said, walking away from something for a new beginning. Angel of Balance has been very guided, you know, like kind of protected energy, helping you get towards, you know, things that are really meant for you, things that are very fulfilling for you with the door to spirit. This is a nice deep connection, Cancer. Let's see what the tarot does. I'm trying to keep it grounded right now. Maybe I'm not wearing any of my crystals or beads today. Maybe I made the wrong choice in that. The energy has been very intense. Okay, for Cancer. More information about this walking away, this door to spirit. Angel of Balance. I can't believe it. This card has come out in almost every reading this week. Who didn't it come out for? That would be the easier question. I think maybe Pisces. Maybe Pisces and Taurus? I think so, yeah. Everyone else, Aquarius got it, Aries got it, Gemini got it, and now you're getting it. Maybe Pisces got it. I don't remember, but... Temptation. We got temptation and love here. Love is like the Lover's card in the tarot. So these are different. So the temptation is like the Devil card. And the love is like the Lover's card. But they're not at all like those two cards in a regular tarot. Gosh, both these people are mimicking each other the way they're resting. There is love and passion here, but it's in a rest mode. There is love and passion here. So if, because it's bringing balance in. This is like a lot of cards. I'm going to look real quick. Page of Air, High Priestess, 3 of Fire, 8 of Fire, Queen of Air, Page of Earth, 7 of Fire, 9 of Fire. Just quickly, roughly... Very quickly and roughly, there is, I want to say that it's kind of backing up some of the information here. There is information coming into you. You might be connecting with someone on a very intuitive level. It's guiding both of you in a direction to something that is three-dimensional. It's guiding both of you in a direction of something that's three-dimensional here. There will be a lot of actual real communication, like verbal communication. Yeah, I would like just like 2 or 3 more cards. I'm going to try to shuffle and split and pull them out. See what happens. So like I said, like it's just, and this week it's been the same, like the cards have just been flying out. And I was not having that experience last week. This new moon in Gemini is going to be a tough one for tarot readings. I might have to go outside and like sit on the earth to ground the readings. The Page of Earth, see, that was just out. It's not funny. There we go. There's an answer. Get out there and ground. I was told 5 cards for this. So let's see if we get a 5th card. Two lions here. This was out in another reading. And the Tower. There's your 5th card. It's at the bottom. The 9 of Water. Yeah, you're on a journey of happiness here. Definite happiness in your emotions, your feelings. You're grounded. As much as I'm still kind of fighting like this really high energy that's coming in on these cards, I feel this grounded energy around you. Thank God, Cancer, because Gemini, like the new moon in Gemini too, their reading was really intense. It was intense. So what you have here, you have temptation. You have love. I'm not going to call these cards out for like the Devil and the Lovers because they're not speaking like that at all right now. We have the Emperor. We have the Page of Earth. And then we have the Tower. The first thing that we're going to talk about is what I started talking about, which is these 2 cards, Temptation and Love. This is you and someone else. I feel very strongly about that. And both of you are in very similar energies. And at times I'm getting, sorry, my bangs are driving me crazy, getting long. At times, this person sits in sort of a melancholy, a restful mode. And their desire for you is very strong and it throws them off. And then there's times where you go into this energy, I'm feeling, and your desire for this person is very strong and it throws you off. Like it kind of messes with your day a bit. It's distracting. It becomes this desire or passion for this other person. It sort of becomes, it starts to move itself into sort of a melancholy. I really get melancholy, the way this person just sits on there. Like there's a lot of really good things going on in this person's life and in your life, even when you're back and forth in this energy. Like there's this chest of gold, there's this, fruitful abundance with the apple here, and then there's more apples up there. But because of this lack of this, whatever this connection with you is, it's very passionate and it's not being expressed. It's definitely not being expressed. You're both laying here on your own. And then this is the other energy. This is the love, which is really beautiful. So there's love and there is desire and passion as well. And this is sort of when you're in the love state, and it's feeling kind of melancholy as well. It's almost like these different shifts for, I'm just feeling really passionate about this person. You're thinking about them in that way, and then it'll shift, and then it's just almost like very romantic, like these feelings of love and caring and emotion, and I hope they're okay, or like these kind of deeper feelings. And I feel that both of you are going in and out of this. The point where you are strongest is in this energy. The point where you are both strongest is when you sit in this almost reminiscing perhaps of the love, because when I see her laying here on the lion, I feel that this person is sort of growing their strength. It strengthens, and even this distance that exists between the two of you somehow strengthens the love. It may even in some way calm the temptation. out of sight, out of mind, sort of maybe. Whereas the heart knows no bounds, right? Like the heart literally knows no bounds. Out of sight, out of mind, absence makes the heart grow fonder. I'm getting that coming in right now. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on there. Now, with the Emperor and the Page of Earth, that's cute. That's a cute message. So I feel like it's your person, is this Emperor energy. The Emperor is the embodiment of all the kings in the deck. They have a very, very strong, very mature control over all aspects of their life, their feelings, their emotions, their actions, their thoughts, their hopes, their dreams, their passions, their desires. They have all of it, like in full rainbow colors, but they're very, very good at controlling it. Now, I'm getting the cutest message with this energy. I mean, these two are so opposite. I mean, this is a page. This is like a very youthful, young energy, and this is a very experienced, older energy. I hate using the word like young and old, because these are energies that we can all hop in and out of too. But the Emperor is not really an energy that someone hops out of until perhaps maybe like much later in life, to the point where, you know, if you think about someone who's been retired for a long time, and they're just enjoying life day to day, like they're not, it's like closer to, you know, the last few years of someone's life, I want to say, is when someone would probably come out of this Emperor energy. Once you're in it, I think you're pretty much in it. Like it's like a chrysalis. You can't go back into that. And then it's a new energy. The Emperor would become something different. A little more spiritual based as they move closer to entering the spirit realm again, because the Emperor is very much, I want to say, three-dimensional. But what I'm getting here with this Page of Earth is this connection between you and this person. And you can also take it as how it affects you, but I feel it definitely affects them this way, is feeling like a little kid again. Feeling like, you know, all the weight of the world that sits on the Emperor's shoulders is released when they think of you, when they're around you. And they really want to get into this physically with you, with this being a Page of Earth. Because it feels like right now the only way that they're experiencing this, because these two look very distant. They're both sitting alone in these cards, being very sort of melancholy and distant. It's like there's, Cancer, you've got some sort of a connection here with someone on a spiritual level. Yeah, I want to say likely at some point you had a physical connection with this person. Either they were in your presence day to day, or you connected with them somehow like that. But I'm also getting the message that you may have just connected with someone too online, and you haven't come into a three-dimensional connection. Excuse me. I'm sorry. And you haven't come into a three-dimensional connection with them yet. This person really desires that, really almost literally desires. I think this is like, let's take my hand and let's go for a walk. Like, it's kind of like, you know, and if there's nothing else around them, there isn't all the, like, look at the Emperor, has the sword, he's got the fancy outfit. There's so much responsibility really in this person's life that the energy that you bring is very whimsical and makes them feel like, you know, like anything can happen again. Anything can be, any possibility is there for them to experience with you and your energy. And then there's the Tower. What's this Tower? This I want to look into. Now, I call this my gentle Tower, because nothing's falling apart here. You know, in a lot of the other tarot decks, something is falling apart, something's being hit by lightning. None of that is happening here. There is just a winding staircase to get to the top of the Tower. It kind of feels to me with this card that there is, or has been, some sort of struggle involved or connected with this, and it's like one step at a time. And you may not even know where the top of the tower is. Once you get to the top of the tower, you can see very clearly and you understand everything that you've been through up to the point of reaching the top of the tower. All right, let's get a few more tarot cards for this. I would like to know more about your tower. Yeah, you know what? I feel it already in this deck. It's this light, the Light Seer's Tarot is really pulling in a lot of energy. I can see it in the artwork though, right? Like, you know, like when you look at a piece of artwork or you hear a piece of music, it invokes a certain feeling or emotion in you. And it almost feels like this deck is it's boosted with this new moon in Gemini. Yeah, see, it's just dying to talk. What is it dying to say? Wow. The Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Empress. And when it fell right in front of the Emperor. So this Emperor really sees you as their person. They want to take... it's funny, I had this card came out for Gemini, and with this Page of Wands, it's kind of like throwing caution to the wind here. Kind of like throwing caution to the wind. Taking that leap, like just going for it. Oh, isn't that interesting? Now, it's like you've gone through some sort of a transformation too. Almost as if you've gone from the Queen of Pentacles into this Empress energy. Yeah, now there's two pages here too. The Page of Wands and the Page of Earth. Where this person is very grounded, very connected. Their strength is their connection in being grounded. Where your strength, it kind of is with this Queen of Pentacles, but it is shifted into this Empress energy. They hang on to their spear and you throw yours all over the place. I'm kidding. They hang on to their spear and you throw yours all over the place to see where it lands. And it lands in some pretty interesting places. Like it takes you to some pretty interesting places. And it's taking you into some pretty abundant energy with this Empress. Like who would think of the Queen of Pentacles, you know, sitting so stoic and solid and grounded. And taking that wand and just tossing it in the air and seeing where it goes. Well... You've done that, and it's taking you into this Empress energy, which is not only leaving behind the Queen of Pentacles energy. Well, not actually, no, I don't want to say leaving that behind. That's the wrong way. Bad Cindy. Should not have said that. Because it is harnessing that, but then it's taking in all the other queens, which has brought you into this Emperor's energy, perhaps. That's what you've done. You've just tossed your wand like, life is a game. Let's see where it goes. How did you do that? Right? Like, how did you do that? Because, you know, this Emperor, as I said, has taken on a lot of responsibility. It's not easy to get to this point. It's not easy. This is years and years and years of hard work and sacrifice. Hard work, sacrifice, education, probably, I want to say the School of Hard Knocks, as well as, like, traditional education. And you just threw your wand. Like Cancer, you just threw your wand and you went into that energy. That's impressive. So that's sitting there under the Emperor. That's where it fell out. I'm going to get something for Love and Temptation. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're being very creative. Wands. And the King of Cups. So 8 of Swords. The Hanged Man. It's interesting for the Tower. Yeah, look at that. That's exactly. The Fool is at the bottom. A leap of faith, jumping into that pool below just to see where it goes, just for the sake of it. Look at this. I'm really seeing this now. She's holding, what is a purple jewel? Why is that not coming to mind? A sapphire? No, a sapphire is like red. Oh, and a purple van just pulled up. That's so weird. It's like she's holding this beautiful precious gem over this water. And let's just say it's the rarest gem out there. I'm just going to toss it into the water and see what happens, right? I'm just going to toss it in and see what happens. Because someone told me that this pool of water is magic. And everyone is standing on the sidelines going, you're crazy, that thing is worth like $3 billion. Don't toss it in there. Like, what is money if I can't experience something that no one's ever experienced before? It's kind of like that energy. You know, because you just tossed your wand. You're like, yeah, I'm the Queen of Pentacles. Boop, let's see what's going to happen today. Oh, wow, look at that. Like, it's kind of interesting. It's like walking a fine line, Cancer, of, yeah, you know what it is walking a fine line between like the devil and spirit. It's like walking the fine line between the known and the unknown. It's walking the fine line between chaos and balance. And you're doing it. Like, you're kind of doing it. I don't know how you're doing it. That'd be interesting. Maybe you don't even know how you're doing it. Like, you just are it right now. So this love and temptation. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I can see it there. You're driving this person crazy. So the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and then the King of Cups. This is so funny. Right, what are we talking about? Like, this is love and passion and desire. This love and passion and desire. And wands are all about like passion, desire. Cups are about feelings, emotions, and love. This King of Cups trying to keep his or her cool. And they do. They keep cool. I think they have to kind of close their eyes sometimes and not look. Because this is so dynamic. You've really, like, your fire is lit. Your fire is lit here. Just lit up. You're like a sexy, crazy beast, Cancer. You really are. It's insane. And the King of Cups, so it's triggering, I want to say the Emperor, because the Emperor is the embodiment of all the kings. So what you've actually done is you've really hit the King of Cups energy in the Emperor. You really hit the King of Cups energy in the Emperor. And I think probably from whatever creative dynamics spark you're flinging around here. Again, this Queen of Wands, I mean, she's holding the wand. She knows, you know, I could throw the wand away, I can hang on to the wand. It's whatever I want to do today. Let's see what happens. But that is the beauty of manifestation. See, the Empress is the mistress of manifestation. Yeah, see, the Emperor is the master of manifestation. That's interesting. Yeah, the Emperor is the master of manifestation. And the Emperor manifests through doing. I've tried to recognize the different signs. Cancer is an emotional manifester. And I haven't quite, you guys can tell me actually, you'll know better. But just through doing the readings and understanding, you're like really an emotional manifester. And it is emotional, like control in the manifestation, like controlling the emotions, like the King of Cups energy is really, like that's the kind of energy you would really be in. But the Emperor, you know, takes action. Goes for it when no one else is going for it. Steps up to the plate when no one else steps up to the plate. And yes, there's opportunity for failure, but more times than not, there's opportunity for success. So if you're okay with failing once in a while, you're going to have lots of success. And that's kind of how the emperor, like I said, it's not easy to become an emperor. That is the school of hard knocks. It is the school of sticking your nose in the book. It is like working late, it is making sacrifices, it is coming up with new ideas, it is trying new ideas. Some of them fail, some of them, like it's a lot of work. And now the Empress, she is the mistress of manifestation. And this is like Earth. This is like Earth Mother here. This is manifesting new life. I want to say, like, this is manifesting the things in the world that the Emperor would figure out how to govern and control and protect. And that's like what this manifestation is about. It's really like a masculine feminine play here. And it's, you know, which is interesting because you have triggered the cup energy, the King of Cup energy in this Emperor. And it feels like because you are triggering the most masculine aspect through your feminine energy. Now, this again, like, I've explained this a few times. I should put like a note at the beginning of my reading. So whether you're a man or a woman coming to the reading, whether you're interested in masculine or feminine energy, it's just, like, it doesn't matter if you're heterosexual, homosexual, gay, there's always a play on masculine and feminine energy, and all of us move in and out of it. Like a woman can be an emperor, and a man can be an empress, depending on what it is you're manifesting and how you're going about it. So I just kind of keep it in that, like, this is the masculine and this is the feminine. You are sitting in this energy, I feel, right now. This is what you're sitting in. So you're manifesting things that are very beautiful, very creative, very things that, you know, that others will want to nurture and watch grow. So now the tower. This tower is really interesting. God, it's a stale tower as all hell. It is a stale tower. I almost want to find a lightning bolt to hit it for you. So like I said, this is like a gentle tower. Nothing's falling apart. Nothing's being hit by lightning. The 3 cards that you got for this tower. The 7 of Swords. That's a sword too, yep. The 8 of Swords and the Hanged Man. Something is blocking this from happening. There is a very strong desire to move towards this, yet it can't happen. Something needs to be looked at differently here, right? Because so there's our strong desire to move towards this. The Tower moment represents a major change, some sort of major change or shake-up in one's life. So perhaps it's these two energies coming together. That would be the Tower, yet this is in a holding pattern. So this desire to run towards something, but you can't, like you're tied up, you can't do it. The 8 of Swords, you can't move towards it, you can't see it, you can't take action on it. It's kind of like he's following this crow, right? Like he's running after this crow. He's chasing this crow. Spirit is going to lead me there. But then it kind of leads into this situation where there's just too much spiritual information almost. And it becomes hard to see what it is that you're trying to do or where you're trying to go. And then there's this clearing. That's what it is. Then there's this clearing with the Hanged Man. Looking at things from a whole new light. Looking at things from a new perspective. And then okay, so now I see it. The Tower, it is a gentle Tower moment. It is almost like a self-realization of something here. It's a self-realization of something about this connection. And that, kind of like I want to say if you're just sitting on your own one day and you're thinking about things and then things start to play out in your mind and then all of a sudden you put the pieces together to the puzzle. It's like, oh my gosh, now I see it, now I understand it. And you never did before. Kind of like that, like something like that happening for you. The Hanged Man. Let's see what we get for the Hanged Man here. The Hanged Man. All right, there we go. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Three of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So the Hanged Man energy, at some point, you or this person, or both of you, are going to... It's like realizing what you do truly want. Really weighing out the pros and the cons. Thinking about what has given you success in life up to this point, and what hasn't. And looking out for, like, knowing what it is that you want then, and then going for it, and then going for, like, really knowing. So someone does not know 100% yet what they want, I want to say, in this, or how they want it. Perhaps it might be that way too, or how they want it, this connection. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that. Like, the rest of the cards were pretty clear. It was just this Hanged Man with your Tower here. The bottom is the Nine of Pentacles. You're still looking good. You're still looking really good, Cancer. Actually, yes, because you have the Nine of Water and the Nine of Pentacles. So, really, you know, having your own, like, being very, very independent energy. Nothing is kind of throwing your ship off course. And that's what seems to be getting you into this really abundant Empress energy too. Nothing is throwing your ship off course. Because in terms of your emotional happiness, that is up to you. In terms of your physical stability, how you're looking after your body, your home, your work, everything, that is up to you. Like, you've really harnessed very well what your capabilities are here. And that's that. So there you go, Cancer. That was an interesting reading. The energy was still a lot coming in, but between you and I, we were able to keep it kind of calm. It was, yeah, the other ones have been very intense. All right. So thank you guys. Until next week, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.